In the first act, Hamlet's father has been dead for only 2 months, and he was the king of Denmark. But his mother married his brother-in-law Claudius, that became the king of Denmark. Then a ghost has appeared, resembling the late king of Denmark. And so the Hamlet and his friend Horatio arrange a night meeting to see whether the ghost will appear. The ghost asks. The ghost tells Hamlet that he was murdered by Claudius, who puts poison in his ear when he was sleeping in his orchard. He asks Hamlet to avenge him, but to leave the mother's punishment to even. Second act, Hamlet pretends to be mad in order to carry out the plans more easily. Polonius, the king's counselor, thinks that the Hamlet's madness, is caused by the crazy love for Ophelia. That was his daughter. Hamlet performs a play whose story is very similar to the one said by the ghost. By the ghost. In the third act, the play is presented, and the king, Claudius, rises and rushes away. Then Hamlet goes to the mother's bedroom, and during an argument, he kills Polonius. Who is hiding behind the curtains to overhear the conversation. The king decides to send Hamlet to England in order to get rid of him. In the fourth act, the king sent him to England to be killed, and Ophelia goes mad and drowns herself. Her brother Laertes wants revenge for his father's murderer, and the king, after knowing the news about Hamlet's escape, plots his death in a duel with Laertes. In the fifth act, the duels follows, and to make sure Hamlet dies, he puts the poison in a drink, and also on the tip of the Laertes sword. The Hamlet doesn't accept the drink, the wine, but which the mother then accept instead. Laertes wounds Hamlet, and after this scene, the sword are exchanged, and Hamlet wounds Laertes too. The queen dies, and Laertes falls down, and he denounced the king, who was stabbed by Hamlet. by Hamlet. Both the king and Laertes dies, and Hamlet, before his death, before dying, um, before dying, Horatio to tell his story, recommending Fortibras to be elected king of Denmark. Denmark. Fortibras enters and takes all the Danish possession, and after having given the military honors to Hamlet. The story of Hamlet is set in the late Middle Ages of 14th and 15th centuries. Is set in the royal castle of Elsinore, a city of Denmark. The Shakespeare's choice of Denmark is maybe also due to development of the plot. For example, the subplot deals with a possible war against the Norway. This sense of menace from another country increases the tension in the first scenes, and sets the mood of all the play. The Hamlet is most talkative of all Shakespearean characters. Everything he says is conveyed through metaphor, simile, and the most important wordplay. His words have a hidden meaning. They have incredible affinities with the unconscious. Hamlet is himself aware of the ambiguous nature of his own speeches. Of the feelings which drive them. He spends much time complaining that he has a role which he doesn't believe in. The shock Hamlet receives on the death of his father and the remarriage of his mother caused on Hamlet a sense of melancholy. The word changed its color and life its meaning. The figure of love, deprived of its spiritual side. The Hamlet can be read as a revenge tragedy, but Shakespeare develops several number of themes that which are central of humanity. For example, the relationships between mother and son, relationship between father and son, love relationships, youth and age, madness, the action and inaction presented in the famous scene of the be or not to be, the corruption linked to the power, the existence of God, and finally the meaning of the theater itself. Hamlet is a play of life and death, and of men's ambiguous relationships with both. The major question for a man is the relation between the appearance and reality. Another important theme is the honor and its honorable actions. The theme of honor makes it clear that any actions to correct a wrong should be reasoned but not emotional. Not emotional. For example, even Hamlet's death is ennobled by his final honorable action to destroy the corruption within the state. In the third act, there is the play within the play. In Italian, is metateatro. Metateatro. The scene is presented as Hamlet who that he wants to perform a play to confirm the father's mother. The particular expedient used by Shakespeare turns the actors into the audience. So Shakespeare created a particular situation of the real audience and the audience on the stage composed by the actors which who watch the play.